sometimes your purpose can become a prison. For me, I thought leader, teacher, mentor, that was my name. But when it became my identity, it started to own me. The last few days, I've been talking about finding out your true name, the one that God calls you. But here's something that I've missed. Sometimes we'll grab a hold of the role and mistake it for a calling. We think that thing that we're so good at is who we are. And when the time comes where that changes, we get stuck wondering, did I just lose my purpose? If you've ever felt that way, today's ice bath is for you. See, I'm learning that you can be doing the right thing and still be doing it for the wrong reason. And that's the main difference between calling and control. Come on, let's get an answer. See, that's the thing about calling. It's not always loud, and it's definitely not comfortable. Sometimes it feels a lot like this. Cold, quiet. It makes you question why you even showed up today. But that's where the refinement happens. Not in the noise, not in the spotlight, but right here, in the stillness. Well, maybe not this part. My mind goes a little too crazy for me to hear anything. Okay, maybe he's still working on that part too. Anyways, have you ever noticed how the stillness always shows the truth? Out here, the noise gets stripped away. The titles, the pressure, the need to prove anything. And all that's left is just you and God. Over the last few days, I've been talking about finding out your true name. The one that God calls you. And through this whole ice bath journey, I've started to realize something. Sometimes the name you think is yours was just the training ground for the one that you're actually being prepared for. For years, I thought my name was leader, mentor, teacher. That was how I measured my purpose. But lately, God's been showing me those weren't the destination. They were the tools I needed. What I'm starting to realize my calling might be was never about being needed by others. It was about being faithful. Because the moment that I stopped trying to prove I mattered, God started showing me where I already did. And it wasn't in big speeches or career milestones. It was my boys learning to love reading. In a Marine I once led, sending a message out of nowhere, saying how much I impacted his life. And those things are impact that I didn't have to chase. It just showed up when I finally let control go to God. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." I used to think that meant, work harder, pal. Now I'm beginning to realize that it's actually telling me to surrender deeper. Because when you hand God the titles, the pride, the fear, and the shame, He gives them back refined. And you finally start to see that your calling isn't something that you have to build. It's something that you uncover through obedience. So if you're in that quiet season, wondering, did I lose my purpose? Just know, maybe you're not losing anything. Maybe God's just growing you into what He's already called you to become. So don't give up. But with that, day 277 down. Remember, be kind, be great, dial it in, and most importantly, keep on sending. Listen, my youngest told me the other day that he thinks the letter Z is sleepy because it snores. It goes. The cold must be getting to me because that was bad. It was funny when he said it. But now, I'm going to go practice my dad jokes some more. And it's cold. So until tomorrow, it's Clench Butt Cheeks time.